أين تجلس الأم? So to answer this question, we're going to repeat again this part. Okay. تجلس الأم على اليمين. Okay. So mom sit on the right or on the right hand side. Okay. اليمين means the right. أين تجلس الأم؟ تجلس الأم على اليمين. Now next one. من يمسك الشوكة؟ من يمسك الشوكة؟ Who hold the fork? من يمسك الشوكة? So who hold the fork? The father. How to say the father in Arabic? الأب. So the answer is, we can say يمسك الشوكة الأب, or better الأب يمسك الشوكة. Okay, so we can add the answer first and then continue with this part of the question here, adding after. الأب, the dad, hold the fork. الأب يمسك الشوكة. Okay, الأب يمسك الشوكة. Okay, I'm going to read quickly just to save the time. So again, من يجلس على المائدة؟ يجلس على المائدة الأم والأب. أين تجلس الأم؟ تجلس الأم على اليمين. من يمسك الشوكة؟ الأب يمسك الشوكة. Now let's go to the rest of the question. من يمسك السكين؟ كم برتقالة في الطبق؟ هل على المائدة دورق؟ أين كوب الماء؟ كم تفاحة في الطبق؟ هل تقطع الأم الخبز؟ Okay, so let's see how to answer all this question again. الأب يمسك الشوكة. Now, من يمسك السكين? Who hold the knife? Who hold the knife? So الأم, here is the mom, hold the knife. الأم, what we're going to say? In the first answer, من يمسك الشوكة, we said الأب يمسك الشوكة. Why يمسك, not تمسك? Because الأب is masculine. So the verb should start with ya, as we learn here. Okay. The masculine, the verb starting with ya. يجلس, sitting. يمسك, hold. Now what is the feminine? The feminine starting with the ta. تجلس, sitting. And what about holding? So will be تمسك. Okay, will be تمسك. So الأم تمسك, not يمسك. Okay, starting with that female تاء. الأم تمسك السكين. Okay, الأم تمسك السكين. كم برتقالة في الطبق؟ كم. What the meaning of كم? I told you before that in one of the lessons that كم should be number. When I say كم, I have to, this comes in a question, and then the answer should be number. Okay, I would say number if كم comes in a question. So the answer should be number here. كم برتقالة في الطبق? How many orange in the dish or in the plate here? How many? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 oranges. How to say that in Arab? How to say that in Arabic? So we're going to repeat this part. في الطبق okay. في الطبق 3 برتقالات. في الطبق 3 برتقالات. Okay, it's a bit hard to use this program in writing, in handwriting, so just try to do it in your own. Copy this or print these pages and try to answer the question. في الطبق 3 برتقالات, or I can say it without في الطبق, just I can say simply 3 oranges. Okay, كم برتقالة في الطبق؟ 3 برتقالات. That's it. Okay, make things easier and simpler. Now هل على المائدة دورق? Is on the table there is jug? هل. So again, if I see هل, so what should be the answer? There is 2 possible answers, yes or no. نعم or لا. Is there any jug on the table? Yeah, there is 1 jug. So how to answer this? نعم. هل على المائدة دورق? So I say نعم. على المائدة دورق without هل. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this part again. I'm going to repeat this part again after هل, but this time after نعم. نعم apostrophe, and then just repeat the answer. Okay, نعم على المائدة دورق, or simply we can say نعم. Now the next question is أين كوب الماء? أين كوب الماء؟ أين again. What the meaning أين? So I have to find, or I have to decide where is the location. Okay, أين means where. أين كوب الماء? Where is the water cup? كوب الماء, cup of the water. ماء means water. So what's the answer? So كوب الماء على يسار الأب. Okay, على اليسار, or I can say not الأب or الأم, it's on the left. It's on the left. Okay, على اليسار. كوب الماء على اليسار. So again, I'm going to repeat this part. كوب الماء, I can see here it's on the left hand side. So I say كوب الماء. I will repeat this again and saying على اليسار. Okay, or I can say directly على اليسار without repeating this. Okay, there is problem with this program. Actually, I have to restart it again. So كوب الماء على اليسار. Okay, I think all of you can write it, this one, can write this answer. كوب الماء على اليسار. Now, كم تفاحة في الطبق؟ كم تفاحة في الطبق؟ So the last two questions we're going to answer. So let's go and check the answer of this one as well. أين كوب الماء? So the answer is كوب الماء. Again, we're going to repeat this part of the question. كوب الماء على اليسار. Okay. كوب الماء على اليسار is on the left or on the left hand side. كم تفاحة في الطبق? How many apple on the dish or on the plate? So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 apples. How to say 5 apples? 5 تفاحات. في الطبق 5 تفاحات. This is a perfect answer to say في الطبق, or repeat the question في الطبق, to repeat part of the question في الطبق 5 تفاحات. Okay, this should be fair, not قاف. Okay, في الطبق 5 تفاحات. Now the last question is هل تقطع الأم الخبز؟ تقطع, again ta comes in the beginning of the verb قطع, which means cut. So هل تقطع الأم الخبز? Does the mom cut the bread? Does the mom cut the bread? So here is a bread. So is this bread in her hand? No. So the answer is not the bread. Okay, she cuts orange, not bread. So how to say in Arabic? We said before that hal, when it comes in the question, I've got two possible answers. Yes or no, na'am or la. So this is no. How to say no in Arabic? La. And fasla or comma. لا الأم. How to say the mom cuts or mom cuts the orange. الأم تقطع برتقالة. Okay. الأم تقطع برتقالة. One orange. Okay. Now برتقالة, is it masculine or feminine, you think? Look carefully to the برتقالة and تفاحة. So it is feminine. Why? Because there is تاء مربوطة at the end. So this is noun and in finished or ending with تاء مربوطة. So this is feminine. Now, الخبز. Is that masculine or feminine? الخبز. Look at the end. Is there any تاء مربوطة? No. So this is masculine. Okay. So تاء at the end of the noun show that this is feminine. And the تاء in the beginning of the verb show that this is feminine. Who does this action? Who does this verb? So this is هل تقطع الأم الخبز? If we change the question to be الأب and we want to repeat this question again, okay, what the changes will happen? Think a little bit about this. So I'm going exactly to repeat everything in this question, no change except تا. Instead of تقطع, sorry about that, I mean if we're changing to be الأب, not الأم again, okay? If the change question to be هل or who does this action is الأب or the father, which is masculine, okay? So if the father cutting the bread, what they're going to change in the question here? الخبز will be the same. Definitely the question mark will be the same. The question tool or the interrogative pronoun will be the same. هل will be the same. But instead of تقطع will be يقطع. Okay, يقطع. يقطع cut for the masculine. Okay, so الأب يقطع, الأم تقطع. Okay, the masculine يقطع, the feminine تقطع. Okay, and here this ضم is not correct. It should be فتحة. Okay, ت, not to, تقطع. No, ت. Okay, تقطع. And the same with the يقطع. Okay. So we answered the whole questions now. Let's go to the next exercise. Please press pause and try to revise these questions again. This is very important. التدريب التاسع or exercise 9. In this exercise, we're going to use the words that determine the location, like in front of, behind, on the right, on the left. So this inshallah will be simple for all of you. Here is example. There is a picture here. المدرس أمام السبورة. The teacher is on the front of the blackboard. المدرس, the teacher. أمام, in front of. السبورة, the blackboard. Now, how to say that the teacher is behind or in the back of the table? So again, المدرس وراء المنضدة. Okay, المدرس وراء المنضدة. Now, where is teacher now? Look here, he is on the right of the blackboard. He is on the right of the blackboard. How to say that? المدرس يمين السبورة. المدرس يمين السبورة. And the last one, could you see here? The teacher is again on the right of the table, which means that the table is on the left of the teacher. So here, يسار, on the left of. Who is at the left of? Is المنضدة. Okay, is in the left or on the left. So المنضدة يسار المدرس. المنضدة يسار المدرس. So this should be simple, inshallah, that will help you to practice how to say in front, in the back, in the right, on the left, and on the top or above, okay, like here. Now the lamb is above the teacher, okay, and the teacher is below the lamb. How to say this in Arabic? How to say lamb in Arabic? المصباح فوق المدرس. المصباح, the lamp, فوق, above, المدرس. Okay, and the teacher is under the teacher is under the lamp. So how to say under? This is extra. تحت. So you can say المدرس تحت المصباح, or المصباح فوق المدرس. Okay, so opposite to فوق is تحت. So فوق is above. Okay, فوق means above, and the opposite is تحت, which means under. Okay, تحت. فوق opposite to تحت, above opposite to under. التدريب العاشر, اقرأ. read. What you're going to do is read. Okay, now please pause now and try to read these sentences or these sentences. Okay, in your own. When you finish and confirm or make sure that your pronunciation is okay, go back and try to listen to the reading. واحد, البيت في شارع المسجد الحرام. البيت في شارع المسجد الحرام. اثنان, على الحائط مرآة. على الحائط مرآة. ثلاثة, المسجد قريب من السوق. المسجد قريب من السوق. أربعة, في المدخل أشياء كثيرة. في المدخل أشياء كثيرة. الضابط, this is number 5 or خمسة. خمسة, الضابط في المطار. الضابط في المطار. ستة, البيت بعيد عن المسجد. البيت بعيد عن المسجد. سبعة, يقف العصفور على الشجرة. يقف العصفور على الشجرة. التدريب 11, exercise 11. كون كلمات كالمثال. Okay, كون كلمات في المثال means form. There are some letters here not in order, and try to put it in order and try to find what is this word. Okay, here دال, خ, ما, لام. So if we have a look, we find these letters of the word مدخل. Do you remember مدخل, entrance? Okay, now have a look now and press again pause and try to answer in your own. When you finish, come back to check your answers. So don't forget to put the letters in the order and then write it down. Don't forget to write it as well. Okay. Now, ra, ra, ya, qaf, ba. What is the word here is قريب, which means close. قريب, قاف, را, يا, با. Okay, قريب. Now, كاف, نون, ألف, ميم. So will be مكان. مكان means place. So ميم, كاف next, ألف and نون, مكان. تا, كاف, ميم, با. So what this? مكتب. Okay, مكتب. ميم, كاف, تا and با. Okay, مكتب. Last one, را, ألف, شين, عين. So this show that are mentioned to شارع, street. شارع. How to write it? شين first, ألف second, را third, and عين last. شارع. Okay, these are the words. Now one left. خا, طا, ميم, با. So this shows مطبخ, kitchen. مطبخ. ميم comes first, طا second, با third, and then خا. Okay, مطبخ, kitchen. Okay, so the words are قريب, مكان, مكتب, شارع, مطبخ. التدريب الثاني عشر, exercise 12. This exercise we're going to skip it because there is no instructions how to do this exercise. We give just words, سبورة, مقعد, مساحة, مكتبة. Okay, I think they ask what is the odd one. Okay, so محطة, ثلاجة, يأكل, سجادة, حمال, موز, ثريا, سكين, شوكة. Okay, I think the first one, the odd one, should be سبورة. All these are nouns, but sabura is the only one that didn't start with meme. Okay, مقعد starting with meme, مساحة meme, مكتبة, but sabura beginning with sin. Here محطة, ثلاجة, يأكل, سجادة. The odd one is يأكل because all these words are noun except يأكل is verb. حمال, موز, ثريا, سكين, شوكة. Okay, so حمال is the odd one because all these are things and the حمال is person. Okay, حمال is these people or this person who carry the luggage for the passengers, their luggage. Okay, I hope while I'm reading all these words you understand every single one, the meaning of every single one. So let's go to the next one. التدريب الثالث عشر, exercise 13. Now here is, like we explained before, the difference between these nouns without alif lam and the same one with alif lam. Okay, what is the difference if we add alif lam to the noun? What is the difference in the meaning? We said that the words without alif wa lam is indefinite. Sabura is blackboard. Okay. As-sabura is the blackboard. So alif wa lam is the definite article. Sabura indefinite. Blackboard. As-sabura definite. The blackboard. Qalam is indefinite. Pen. Al-qalam is definite. The pen. Darraja, which means bicycle, is indefinite. Bicycle. Ad-darraja, definite. The bicycle. Kurrasa, indefinite. A notebook. Al-kurrasa, definite. The notebook. Zahriya, which means vase, is indefinite. Vase. Az-zahriya is definite. The vase. Mudarris is indefinite. Teacher. Al-mudarris is definite. The teacher. Shamma'a is indefinite. Okay. Hunger. Ash-shamma'a is definite. The hunger. Yad is indefinite. Hand. Al-yad is definite. The hand. Thallaja, indefinite. A fridge or fridge. Al-thallaja is definite. The fridge. Usra is definite. Usra is indefinite. Family. Al-usra is definite. The family. Namr is indefinite. Tiger. An-namr, definite. The tiger. Fam is indefinite. Mouth. Al-fam is definite. The mouth. Rajul is definite. Or sorry about that. Rajul is indefinite. Man. Ar-rajul, the man, is definite. Ha'it, indefinite. Al-ha'it, definite. Okay? Which means wall. Now, this is the first thing that you will learn from this lesson. That with alif lam is definite, which means the, and without alif lam will be indefinite. The second things that there are some letters in Arabic called al-huruf al-shamsiyya, or the sun letters, and al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters. Okay, the sun letters, this word that's starting with sin, dal, za, sheen, they are about 14 letters. Okay, half of the Arabic letters are sun letters and the other half of moon letters. Tha, noon, ra, and there is some more, we're going to learn it later. And the other side is the moon letters. Okay, so all these vocabularies starting with the moon letters, more like qaf, kaf, mim, ya, alif, and ba, so all these letters, and fa here. Okay, and there is more letters, and ha. Okay, and there is more letters, we call it moon letters. So there are 14 letters, sun letters, and there is 14 letters, moon letters. Just to know how to pronounce these letters, the sun letters, usually after alif lam, good tashdid. Okay, and we don't pronounce lam at all. Okay, so we join alif to the letter with tashdid. Here without alif ولام there is no any تشديد, just normal فتحة. After adding alif ولام to the sound letters, okay, we don't pronounce lam and read alif with the sound letter after adding تشديد, okay. So sabura. After adding lam, alif lam will be as, not al, okay. You can't hear the sound of lam. As-sabura. دراجة. Now after adding alif lam, dal has تشديد, okay, and I ignore lam in the pronunciation. دراجة الدراجة. الزهرية. Okay, what should be تشديد here. Okay, they forgot to add تشديد. Should be تشديد here. And the alif again ignored and join alif in the pronunciation to the ز مشددة. الزهرية. شماعة الشماعة. Okay, have you seen that? How we ignore lam and make the first letter or the sound letter is مشدد. ثلاجة without ألف ولام it wasn't got any تشديد, but after adding ألف ولام it got تشديد. Okay, there's another تشديد here. الثلاجة. Okay, نمر النمر. not ال. Okay, don't say ال. رجل الرجل. Now this is regarding to the sound letters. Now the moon letters, it's a bit simpler. I'm going to add alif lam, lam got sukoon, and I pronounce it normally, okay, and nothing else change. Qalam, al-qalam. Could you hear the sound of noon? It wasn't here. I said assa, but here al-qalam. Kurrasa, al-kurrasa. You can hear the sound of lam, and lam got sukoon, and nothing else change, okay. The haraka of the letter moon letter the same, okay. الكراسة. مدرس المدرس. يد اليد. فم الفم. Okay, if there is here فم الفم. أسرة الأسرة. حائط الحائط. Okay, so again, to make the difference between the sound letter and the moon letters. So the difference between them is in the sound letters there is the letter got تشديد and lam is ignored, not pronounced. In the moon letters nothing changed, just adding sukoon on the top of lam and pronounce it normally. Okay, and this is the difference between the moon letters and the sound letters. There is more letters here, is not shown here, which we're going to learn more about sun and moon letters. So what you need to do is just to know or try to recognize one of the letters sun or the moon, and then the part will be the other side. Or for example, if there is 14 letters of sun letters and 14 letters of moon letters, you need just to recognize one side and say in yourself that the rest will be the moon letters, for example, or the rest will be the other side, okay. So for example, the sun letters and the moon letters, okay. Sun letters, what the changing happening after adding lam, after adding alif lam to the sun letters, for example, sheen, okay. For example, sheen, and this is sun letter. It should be SCD. Sheen plus alif lam, so ash in the pronunciation, okay. So what the changes happen? Good tashdid, okay. So adding alif lam and lam not pronounced, okay. This is the changing that happened to the sun letters. Now what about the moon letters? For example, alif plus ألف ولام. So ألف is one of the moon letters. So what happened? After adding ألف ولام, the changing that happened, nothing changed except adding سكون to lam. Pronounce it sakina and pronounce it normal. Al-a. Okay, so if it's normally got fatha, so fatha will becomes here again. Okay, will comes here. But here in the sound letters, usually there is without alif lam, there is no any tashdid. But after adding alif lam, sheen will get tashdid. Okay, the change of the haraka of the sound letter to be mushaddad and the lam will be ignored in the pronunciation. So I say ash. Here al-a. Okay, this is the moon letter. Now the last part of the lesson here, which is writing. اكتب هذه الجملة. You need to write down this sentence many times. على الرف كتب ومجلات وجرائد. على الرف كتب ومجلات وجرائد. On the shelf there is books and magazines and newspapers. So you need to write it down how many times? One. Repeat this sentence. Write it down here in this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Why? Because there is some tricky words here in the writing, especially in the writing like جرائد ومجلات على الرف to تشديد. So it's better to practice while you are writing, read it more and more time till you recognize and be able to read it. And it's better to memorize it because this is one of really useful sentences that you can use it to describe things of locations. على الرف كتب ومجلات وجرائد. We finished this lesson alhamdulillah. Inshallah next lesson will be الدرس السادس عشر or الدرس السادس عشر في المطبخ in the kitchen. So Bakr going to explain what in his house kitchen. Okay, and we're going to learn more vocabularies that you can find in the kitchen inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.